everyone, it is Tuesday and you know what that means. It is time for another Tech Tip Tuesday video. In today's video we're going to share with you a little trick on how you can use the class field in materials to keep track of that customer supplied material inventory. The point of doing this is that if for some reason our customer would like to see a list of the materials that we currently have in our inventory, we can easily give them a report that will show them that information. Before we can get to the report, there's a few different things we need to do to set up our different materials. The very first thing we need to do is set up the different classes. And so what we're going to do is go into System Administration here and open that up. There we go. And go into Preferences. And in Preferences, we have a few different tabs here. The tab that we're going to be going to is the User-Defined List tab. And this is where we store what's called user codes, and the material classes is a user code. So I'm going to click on the User-Defined List tab here, and in my field name drop-down, I'm going to look for material class. And here it is. So I'm just going to choose that, and you can see here I have already a few items in here that are considered material classes. Now the note here on user defined lists, if you have not gone in and entered in anything below here yet, this is going to be blank. The only thing we give you is the field name. We don't give you the values. You actually enter in what you would like to see down here in the values section. So we've got a add button here. We also have a delete button here, so a new line and remove button, and that's how you add things down here in the user defined lists area. So what we're going to do is actually create a new class, a new line, and you can see it gave me a blank spot here. I'm just going to put in my customer's name. So we're just going to type in Honeywell, and there we go. And I'm just going to tab off and click Save. So that's the first thing we need to do. We need to set up our different customers that have by a value down here that store and send in materials in our shop. The next thing we need to do is set up those materials accordingly. Now I'm going to go into under System Administration Material. I'm going to go ahead and type in a material ID that I already set up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can see here I already have it set up. It's a Honeywell lock washer, as you can see here from the description. But the key here is that what I'm going to do is in the class drop down here, I'll be able to hit my drop down and I will be able to see Honeywell. So I'm going to choose Honeywell here and hit Save. So what that's going to do now is provide me the ability to pull up a report to see what exactly I have in my inventory. Now you might say, well, this is going to clash with the inventory that I actually own, and so it's going to cause a problem with the valuation of my inventory. Well, note that over here on the pricing tab we have everything zeroed out, because technically that customer supplied inventory does not have any value when it's sitting in our shop. The customer is the one that is recognizing the value in their stock valuation. So what this did for me by going back to the General tab and putting in the class Honeywell, now I can go to my Reports tab under the JobBOSS Explorer. I can open up my folder here under Material Control, and now I can go down to my Stock Status report. And I can now say show me the report by class, and I can choose Honeywell. And now when I go ahead and click the Run Report option, I'll be able to see a report that's going to show me. Let me go ahead and hit F12 to make the report a little bit bigger here. So now we can see that for Honeywell they have lock washers. They have 100 currently in inventory in location A2 in our shop. And so that's kind of a nice, easy way. If the customer asks you very quickly, what do you have currently in inventory that belongs to me? You can easily pull up the stock status report and send it off to them in about 10 seconds. You're going to look like you have your stuff together because you'll be able to provide that data to the customer rather quickly without going out and doing a count or verifying anything. And the customer will be pretty pleased that you're on top of everything. And that will be our tech tip for today. Again, stay tuned 2 weeks from today for another Tech Tip Tuesday video where we'll provide you another tip or trick to help you out in working with JobBOSS. Have a great rest of your day.